Hello, welcome to the stream. Oh, let's get my webcam up. Hey, there I am. And make sure it's working on the YouTube side. Oh, I forgot to my chat box open onto my screen and pin it. Oh. Alright, I think that's working. So yeah, doing some SRS racing today. Two races. One's AMS2 race with the sprint car, and then the next race will be the usual Saturday race of the 70s F1 car in Assetto Corsa. So looking forward to it. And I'm also on call with LPF. So you can hear him there. So I'll be chatting away to him and anyone else who joins in on Mooney's Discord call. I think Cheese might be joining in as well. And that's about it. Alright. Alright. Terrible intros over LPF.
How bad was it?
It was the usual bland stuff.
You'll get used to it.
Oh yeah, don't worry. I've had worse. I remember when I was a kid, we had a school football match and I was captain, but I was pretty young then, and last second the teacher just in the changing room just before the game just sprung on me. Do I want to say a team talk? And I didn't know what to say, so I just said, do we want to win this, boys? And it was just pure silent, and then just someone shouted out no and started laughing. It was pretty notorious. I couldn't do anything but laugh, like. So I know everything about making an embarrassing speech.
And there's only one way to break that. Getting good at it.
Yeah, you just keep doing it. I mean, I do a bunch of coaching in football as well, and you know, initially trying to say speeches or whatever to get the kids' attention or to get them riled up or to even keep their attention to begin with. It takes a while to get used to it and know what to say and how to grab attention and stuff.
Unless you're a teacher, then you just have to be really loud.
Yeah. I think one of the big skills is not talking for too long, which is something I struggle with, because once I get going I don't stop. As you may have noticed.
Although, to be fair, following my example, if you want to be really menacing, like learn how to be really menacing, all you have to do is listen to everyone, what they have to say, and then the end of it just that, and that they are wrong. That was the example that my the history teacher did in middle school. Like, he had about 20 minutes to do the speech for a grade, and if you spoke for like 10 minutes straight, he would listen to the 10 minutes and then tell you what you did wrong.
Damn. Now that's dominance.
Mm-hmm.
How are you finding AMS2? Or is this your first time like driving it since the ARC cars?
don't drive often in this simulation. It's still the, I don't know. It's still weird. It's still weird for me a bit.
I think all sims it just takes a bit of getting used to. I remember like race room for me felt really weird at first.
It's not really that. Oh, it's a new territory. It's more of a. Okay, the things that I'm used to, like creature comfort, I guess you could say it, like working normal UI and stuff like that, or just setting things up that, or the trippers and stuff like that. Like all the normal creature comfort that's, you know, fine-tuned in AC and stuff like that, and then just hopping into AMS2 and realizing, oh, I can't even resize the HUD elements, or like, oh, the notifications in race are handled differently from the HUD elements. So if you want to have the yellow flag, green flag notifications show up, you have to fine-tune that in a different tab, I think. But I'm still unsure if that's the right way of doing that or not.
Yes.
And just in general, one thing I really miss from the HUD is an input display.
Yeah, you can cycle through the HUD to get to a new page that shows it, which is on a telemetry thing, and then you can. But I agree, I don't get why it's not available to be put on the main HUD. In fact, I've been thinking of looking up. I've been thinking of looking up a way of getting like SimHub or something to show it up on my screen and pin it over or something. Oh, hello,
Also,
Meow.
for some
Meow
reason, I
Mix.
don't know why.
How are you?
Whenever I do like a test session or a race or something like that, when the car just, you know, you are in the pits, and then you get into the car, for some reason the wheel just starts to wobble.
Oh, yeah, that might be an issue. Yeah.
Every single time, it just starts to wobble on its own. And only AMS2 does this. It's not even like, oh, I would have like an obscure wheel or something. I'm on a G920.
Yeah, I think I've heard of people mention that. How was your rally, Meow in the Mix? How did it go in the end?
One thing I absolutely dislike also is that what's that?
I'm on call with LPF if you haven't guessed.
Oh yeah. There is no idle sound, or I think if you want to use the ignition and stuff like that, there's no clear indication that the car is running in first gear or something like that. Like there is no idle sound for the cars. I find it.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Like if you use the ignition, like if you map buttons for the ignition, sometimes there is no sound for idling.
Oh, right.
Like often when I had the buttons for it, and often when I would use the ignition, the idling sound was way too low, or just in some cars there wasn't even appearing when I used the ignition buttons.
You lost the wheel, which you think... Yeah,
I think maybe the Ginetta GT4 car.
I'd seen your puncture alright. And push for 10 minutes uphill to finish a stage then. Oh, I think I saw... When you lost the wheel, I think that was near the end of the stage, so unless you lost another one. I don't think I saw you push for 10 minutes without a wheel. Or I've already forgotten. My memory might have already got mixed up. Push for 10 minutes uphill, finish the stage, and then mostly clean final stages to finish 11. Nice, nice, well done. It was a fun stream though. I was really enjoying it. Oh, on the next one you lost another tire. I think I missed that then. I think I might have just left just before that happened then. Yeah, no, it was definitely good fun, and you had nice music on as well. I don't have any music sorted out for my stuff at all, so I'm always conscious of some dead air, especially when I'm waiting now. Like I'm just doing a little bit of practice for a race, just trying not the wet, because there is a chance it could be a wet race. Unlikely. We're using real weather and summer in Brazil. Well, I'm assuming it's summer in Brazil. Maybe it's winter, because oh, they're below the equator. I don't know. I just said the track is in Brazil, so I assumed it wouldn't be wet. One less person to see your shame. It was a good time to leave. Well, I mean, you've been in one of my dirt rally streams where I was just crashing the whole time, so no need to feel too embarrassed, because it's basically expected. Oh, your music from Twitch soundtrack. Oh, pretty good. Have you learned the track yet?
Bits of it. I mean,
I like it.
As time goes on, I probably will get more used to it.
Yeah, I like it quite a bit. We actually did the full layout for the CCS race today, and then we did this short layout as a little practice for this race. And it was funny because on the full layout, turn 1 actually goes to the right, it doesn't go to the left, like it does for the short. So at one stage I went into autopilot when we were doing the race on the short circuit, and I nearly turned right at T1. I just noticed last second that it was actually a left turn. I'm doing some practice in the rain at the moment, just in case. I doubt it'll be raining.
Is that going to be a possibility?
Yeah, we're using real weather, and I didn't check. Technically, you can actually. So the guy who runs SRS, he has an plugin, and that basically looks up weather stations near the track to see what the weather is, and then can implement it into the game. And so technically you should be able to look up the weather forecast at Jacarepagua right now and know if it'll be wet or not. But I never did that.
No, oddly, this is reminding me of GTA 5. Have you ever played GTA 5? In a race league or something like that?
No, I just played the campaign and that was it. That was enough for me.
Well, you got the better answer out of that, because GTA 5 is such a weird situation when you look at it from racing, because it can be way too competitive and also very not so competitive at the same time. So one of the weirdest situations about that is if you created a custom circuit for racing, you could have the current time set up for the race. So whenever someone plays it and they launch their race, it's from a session where the time is sunny. The race will be sunny as well. But if there's a weather transition to, let's say, raining or snowing in the later times of the year, then it's gonna set to rain or snow as well. So people would actually create their own websites which would check the current time in GTA Online. And if there's, like, basically people had weather forecasts for GTA 5.
That's gas. I do.
But I'm not making that one up. On my Discord server.
Oh, I believe that.
On my Discord server, there was also a comment that someone could put in for text chat, and it will direct them to that specific website, so people would actually know what the time will gonna be, like what the weather is gonna be for GTA.
Yeah, no, I 100% believe that.
It was stupid, but amazing at the same time.
I do remember the driving mechanics, like actually driving, like I only use the controller obviously, but I remember it being fun to drive cars in it, like it felt nice.
Yeah, it was satisfying.
And I never played, you know how Rockstar made the Midnight Club games? I had never played them. But it was like, man, I'd love Rockstar to make a new one of them. You know, because they know how to make driving physics like fun arcadey style ones.
Yeah. They do. They did register a new Midnight Club name, I believe, 1 or 2 years ago, but it was most likely gonna be a multiplayer only. And almost everything from Rockstar at this point.
Oh yeah, it'd be all online, shark cards, microtransaction to...
So one thing I realized in the SRS app for AMS2, there is no refresh button.
Yeah, so I probably hit race and race again. That's how I refresh.
There we go. 8 signups.
Oh, nice. I know it's not a lot, but...
It's not a lot, but it's more than nothing.
Hello Eagle Cat, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Just doing a little bit of practice in the rain before the actual SRS stuff begins. Because there's a chance it could be wet, because it uses real weather. I didn't check up the weather forecast at the track I'm racing at, so I kind of just wanted to drive about in the wet as well and test it out again on AMS2. A lot of fun. Oh, fine, except for the heat melting away. It's not too bad in Ireland today. We're definitely.
The website is still up.
You just missed it there, but LPF was telling.
Still up, and current time in GTA Online it is just about to reach 5 in the morning. There is a bit of a cloud above the sky.
LPF was telling me there's a website that shows the current time and weather in GTA 5 at all times. Looks slippery. Yep, it is. The melting eagle.
Out of fog. Yeah, clear skies for the night.
Oh, sounds interesting. Maybe be careful of flying a plane if it's foggy.
Everyone, these days everyone flies a motorbike in the air.
Excuse me?
Yeah, that's what is GTA Online now. Everyone is a flying bike with homing missile rockets.
And that's not like a cheat or anything, there's actually
No.
flying. Oh wow.
That's official content. That's official content in GTA Online. They turned into Saints Row.
Pretty much.
I mean, you can buy the Back to the Future car as well. And it actually flies.
Huh.
And they put homing missile rockets into it as well.
Flying with molten wings is like driving cars without wheels.
Because that's one way to change the future, I guess.
Well, I can tell you from my experience on Dirt Rally Eagle Kart, driving cars without wheels, not easy. Lot of spinning. So I imagine flying with molten wings might be flapping in a circle or something if one wing has melted more than the other. What time is it? 53 minutes. So the...
I don't know.
Sorry? Oh, hi cheese.
Yeah. I don't know if there's any VR.
You could have your Steam VR on though, surely.
Yeah, I never used to. I used to the old series. I can't quite remember how we used to do it then, but we'll find out in a minute.
I won? There's the only one there. Unless you're talking to...
signups from the website.
Yeah, hopefully all 8 will show up.
I had a quick practice about half an hour ago, or 40 minutes.
That sounds about the same time I did.
Yeah, well, we did a race in it at dinner time. But I was just building. I went a little bit faster just now.
Not first in the list, like a list with no one in it though.
Knowing myself, the only thing I need to practice is where can I let others buy.
Dude,
blue
Timo's back.
flags.
Timo was the guy who like dominated the race room races for Mooney series.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so good to see him.
Well, you and him can have a fight at the front. And
Yeah.
I'll,
So
just watch it.
Yeah, Sergio's quick as well. I'm friends with him.
Alright.
Might be streaming as well, actually. Check.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, you should be able to hit the join button, and you should see the in the middle of your main monitor, you should see the allow game to launch.
Yep.
LPF,
Yep.
and hit OK.
Yep. Once again, I need the external tool to reposition my game.
Oh, you have to
Okay.
do that every time, do you?
Mm-hmm.
My
I mean,
join VR button doesn't do anything.
I mean, over it's just what 2 or 3 clicks, but still.
Can you? You're not getting in at all?
Thank you,
Or
Suzuki.
can you because I think that used to happen to me with the join button, Cheese. Can you like move your mouse around it and see if you can somehow get it to hit join?
There we go. So then going to multiplayer.
You could always join the way you used to as well, Cheese, if you want.
Yeah, I've just put this server hash in,
Yeah.
and I'll see if it'll let me in, hopefully. Are you in the
Yeah.
server already?
No, I'm waiting for the thing to load up because I think it takes extra long. Oh, I'm about to. I always seem to get disconnected from the server if I'm the first one to click on it for some reason.
Yeah, I had that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to sort of wait,
Yeah.
just in case. And also I didn't want to host as well, because I think the first one in hosting.
Thank you for reminding me about that. Because I got disconnected from it as well.
Yeah, just try again immediately, LPF. Well, good luck to you as well, Sergio. Hope you enjoy it. Sometimes I think I forget it's like if I click the join button, maybe it's I get kicked out, whereas if I just click on the middle of the server, I don't. Yeah.
I'm in. I'm good.
Yeah,
you
I'm
just
in now.
popped in as well, yeah, cool.
So yeah, try again, LPF. You should be able to get in.
Yep.
Hey, good to see you. And Henrique is the guy who runs SRS. If you didn't know LPF, I think you know that, Cheese. So, so if you have problems, he'll see it immediately.
So LPF, which is your real name?
I'm Adam at the bottom.
Ah, okay. I'm Chris.
And then Sergio Mendes is Pollenflass. So if you're looking at my stream at all, you can see him in the chat there. He's a really nice guy. Yeah, really sound.
Yeah, I've used his setup to practice a while back.
Yeah.
Well, an hour ago, whatever.
Yeah, he streams a bit as well. He does like some of the he'd be doing James's SRS races, and then he does a lot of ACC as well. Oh, thanks for the look, Eagle Cat. No worries about being semi-absent. I'll be on for a while because I have this race and I have another race. So, and I'm often watching streams anyway and doing other things as well.
It's getting cold in my room. I will have to put on my... What is it? Racing shoe.
Wait, it's cold and you have to put on shoes?
Yeah, because if I turn off the AC, then it's about like 40 degrees outside Celsius. So the room gets really hot.
Yeah.
But because I'm constantly running the AC, I hit about 22 degrees.
Yeah. But I'm just surprised that it's your feet that get cold. Would the socks not help?
Nah.
And hopefully Sergio can get back in. Try rejoin again, Sergio, if you can hear me.
I have big feet, and the pedals are inverted, so I rest on them more than usual, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to take my headset off for a minute so I won't be able to hear anything.
Okay. Hey, LPF, guess what?
Yeah,
Because cheese can't hear. I can finally say it. I don't like cheese. As in, not the person. He's cool. I don't like eating cheese. I don't think it tastes great. Don't tell anyone though, okay?
Yeah, it's not like you're streaming.
Shh. No one watches this part.
What, you mean I have to cut this part out?
No.
It's so weird that in this multiplayer waiting segment, even though the game is integrated into Steam, I cannot click on any of you guys' name and then add you guys to my Steam friend list.
Yeah, well, it's not AMS2 that's integrated in. Or, yeah. It's the SRS to be able to send a code to launch it, or to something for the passwords anyway, to automatically have this lobby password protected, but you don't have to put in a password. They've done some synchronization or looking between your Steam name and the SRS name or something. I don't know how he does it, but he does it with some plugin. And Sergio's back.
Well, it's good to know that I practiced on the wrong layout.
Oh, did you not do the short layout?
No.
Well, if you did the long layout, it goes, the first turn is a left-hander.
Yeah. So that might make sense about when I told you about the wrong turn earlier, LPF. So the first turn is a left-hander, and then the rest of the circuit's like the same as the back half of the long layout. So you've got a bit of practice anyway.
Yeah, there's gonna be the usual 10 minutes of qualifying.
Oh, Juka has joined as well, or Yuka. So, 3 o'clock clear in Brazil, it seems anyway. 3 o'clock doesn't sound right though. Should be later, shouldn't it? Or earlier? I don't know.
Brazil is a big country.
But yeah, the East Coast of America is 5 hours behind me. Let's do laps first.
It looks so much better now. I've cleaned the lenses on my headset.
Oh, I forgot to say to you, LPF, you know how I said don't leave the session when the race ends? You can't teleport back to pits like in AC, and if you crash after the finish line, like that counts as an incident. So basically just drive around slowly, avoid people, don't do, once the race is ended, just,
Do a cooldown lap.
Yeah, basically do a cooldown lap. You can actually go, if there is enough time, you can actually go into the pits and, stop there, and it will actually stop you. I've managed to do it once. generally the timer runs out before you get to that stage, but yeah.
Alright, thank you.
Let me go back to the pits for a sec. My chat box is in the wrong place. Yeah.
It's actually been a while since I raced in shoes.
I've always done it in shoes. Now, I used to use Vans the whole time, but I recently bought a pair of Lonsdale thin sole shoes. So.
I'm just using a basic Nike that fits.
Yeah, I just make sure like the sole is really thin so I can feel the pedal a bit more rather than big clunky things.
Oh, that first corner is not gonna be misreadable whatsoever. No. There's like almost shorter hairpin and the actual hairpin that you have to take once you arrive for the first corner. I almost took the shorter hairpin.
I find the first hairpin very tough because it's easy to lock the brakes and overshoot it.
Yeah, when I was racing Colin Fless's Ghost, I lost all my time in the first and last corner and didn't lose any anywhere else.
Oh, I just realized my crew chip wasn't running.
Oh yeah, neither's mine, but I couldn't be bothered to turn them on.
I knew it wouldn't be though. It promised. It's like that. Ah, AMS2 grass.
AMS2 ice, you mean?
Is there a difference?
Not to them, anyway.
Not apparently not in Brazil.
Maybe they went to like Greenland or something and it was all icy, so they thought it was the exact same. That was a horrendous joke.
One thing is for sure, they surely didn't listen to Green Day that day. Now we are equal.
Not driving too well at the moment. A good bit off. Geez, 1.5 seconds off. Need to speed up.
This car feels relatively easy to drive.
Yeah, I like it. I don't know what Azaris was on about it being like undrivable. I'm used to him being a little picky on some cars, but I thought this one was like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, it drives pretty straightforward, I think.
I don't know why the session info has to show up at the bottom of the screen. It got me off guard.
In front of me. Slow down for a second.
Let's say the 8 seconds off pace.
Oof. That's a lot better. Not all the way up there, but it's still only 4.
Only 6 seconds now.
Big lock, big lock. You know what? I'm gonna sacrifice this lap. Give myself some spare room. Timo's quick. I won't be catching up to him, and I have time to do 2 laps. Oh, who's that? Luca? Oh, he's alright. Oh no, LTF!
If anyone wants some autograph on the eyes, I will be doing that.
Come on, let's go! Speedy lap, come on!
Ooh.
Going in deep. Not well taken. Ooh. Ooh, lost control there. Just about caught it, but was pushing too much. Oh, do I have only time for one more lap? I miscalculated really badly. Oh well. Why did I think I had time for 2 laps? Oh, it was 2 laps including the lap I was on. So, yeah. Dummy. Yeah, not a great qualifying session. Oh well. Let's see, jeez, 1.6 off the pace. Woo! Sergio, slow down, boy. Holy crap, like. Pollen Flask is flying it anyway. Or Sergio.
Is it just me or there are no brake markers on the circuit? You didn't manage to spot any of them.
There are some boards.
There are some on the barriers to the side, but a couple don't seem to have any.
Times 60 divided by 79 is 15.18. So, ooh, no. Did not mean to do that. Mishit my mouse. And it's set up. What did it say? Reload this one. He is 11 liters for 18 laps. Yeah.
I'm putting
Should be.
12 litres for 18 laps in.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what.
I've 11 liters for 18. It should be 16 laps at most, based off based off a 1 minute 19 pace. So
Yeah.
and it was only just into 16 laps, so it was like 15.1. So could easily be a lap shorter. Oh,
I was basing it
hey
on
Laz,
YouTube.
how are ya? Thanks for the luck.
But I usually tell him to calculate full for like, if it's a 20-minute race, calculate full for 22 or 23 minutes rather than 20.
Oh yeah, definitely do, like, make sure you kind of round up.
In my first races in AC with the SRS system, I managed to underfuel the car 3 times in a row. Not doing that ever since again.
I lost the race last summer with the 70s car. There was another championship back then. I was winning at Fuji, and normally there's another guy who's really dominant at Fuji, or in those cars. But he messed up at the start, so I was leading it and I was dominating it. And then I realised with like 3 laps to go I had underfueled, and I panicked and I crashed the car and totaled the car. I was so sad.
I think you're behind me on the grid, Donny.
Yeah. Alright, good luck.
Wishing luck. Someone stayed on the grid.
Yuka got... I wasn't taking the risk there. Yuka went right up. It's bad. Try and get past Cheese soon, if I can.
Come inside, Donny.
Thank you. Yeah, I think Cheese before has said like
That's
he
what I was
doesn't.
going to say off the start. Just
He's not the most confident in battling side to side. Remember him saying that before. Which is a pity, because I think he's actually a good driver. He certainly can hot lap really well. Especially in slower cars. Sergio is flying.
My race is to try and hang on for 20 minutes without crashing, I think.
Alright.
So we are on the same strategy, I guess. Just bring it home without problems.
Oh, hey Lars, how are ya?
Yeah.
There's a familiar name from SRS. Pity you couldn't join. Was still at dinner. Ah, yeah. Sergio's gone. Like, it was funny. I was joking it with him before. I was watching him stream a bit. His channel's Pollen Floss, if you didn't know. But he was saying, "Oh, I'm going to struggle to keep up with you, Dunny." And I was like, "I don't know, man. You're pretty quick, so you know, a lot of the time." He dominated qualifying. What did you say, sorry, LPF?
Do you guys take the final corner in second or third gear?
Third.
Alright.
Yeah, third.
I only take the first hairpin in second.
Thank you, I just needed some confirmation.
Yeah, these cars, it tends to be a higher gear suits them. So, if you're between two mines and 2 gears, I'd probably recommend the higher one. We have Timo Klinga in second, who can be really quick. A few months ago, when Mooney GT had some race room SRS series, he absolutely dominated them. We were in like the DTM 2013 to 2015 cars, and he absolutely dominated them. Like, he was like generally over a second quicker than all of us per lap. I only beat him in one race because he had connection issues. Otherwise, he won every other race. Oh, big lock up. But yeah, it's pity you couldn't join Lars. Because I had been talking to Henrique, the guy who runs SRS, as what a good time would be to organise this at. As I said, I would definitely be there if it's on. And I was trying to come up with like an evening slot, but I wanted to kind of avoid. It's awkward because it's like it's either going to be at a dinner time, or it's going to be so late in the evening people want to go out for a Saturday night. If you're around next week, love to see you try it out. I think we're at Oulton Park, and because we use real weather, it will be raining for that one. No, in Britain, although maybe not with a heat wave. Minutes. Sergio's really going. It's a nice track. Yeah, I like Jacarepagua. I have to sound it out. And I like the short layout, especially for these cars. I think these cars are really fun to drive. they've kind of, they're not overly powerful, so they're good for anyone. But they're still a bit lively, you know, they can still slide about a bit. And you can easily run side by side with people in them. And they're unique to AMS2, I'm pretty sure. Because unless there's a mod for Assetto Corsa, because they're like a very Brazilian series car. Oh, Yuka's gone for a big dive bomb. Keep it tight. See, oh, nearly lost it there. And he makes it stick. Ooh. The thing is, in the weekend you drink where at dinner, yeah. So lap times won't be great, yeah. And that was the other thing. I think a few people said they were off, so if there is another AMS2 championship in the future after this, I might ask Enrique maybe if it could be switched to midweek. Maybe the same time slot, so it still does, because he definitely won't do the hour later, because that would interfere with the, you know, the once a week things, and anyway AMS2 would lose out to that. But that, well, 1600 UTC time, so for me that's 7 PM. Might be a good time slot. The problem for me is my weekdays are really inconsistent when I'm around, because I do a lot of football, and some days I'm on, some days I'm not. Training seems to, the days where training kind of seems to swap around all the time. It could be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I think I've, ooh, there's a little hairness there. I actually think I had the pace to keep up with Sergio if I qualified better, but I'm not quick enough to get ahead of these guys. Maybe on Monday, as on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday you have league races. Yeah. Mondays are generally good for me, actually.
I have the first luck in this race.
But it won't be for a few weeks anyway before if that will happen. Get a move done. Ooh, can we get it done? Oh, nice. On Wednesday we do league race with the other gent drivers and invited drivers from SRS and other leagues. Oh yes, the gent drivers league. I think I've seen Sergio do that a few times. I had a question about that. Although, I think it was because I remember your man Roman Bissans has a skin that was the gent driver skin. Oh, what the? Oh man, that sucks. You could disconnect it. Ah, that sucks. Because when I saw Roman's skin, I wasn't sure was it, because there's a place in Germany called Ghent, isn't there? Oh, I didn't know that it stand for... Was it Gent for gentleman or Gent for Ghent, the area? I'm guessing it's gentleman. How far is Sergio ahead? Geez, 8 seconds pretty much. And that's on real time, it could be further. As real time gets busted, the further it is. Ah, gentleman, yeah. Oh, is it Belgium? It's in. Oh yeah, I got mixed up then. So then I should have been thinking when I saw
mistakes now.
you with a skin, because I'm pretty sure I had seen you with a gent skin as well. Yeah, you want to have clean races.
Yeah, I touched the board 2 times, and apparently on that I have aerodynamic damage and suspension damage as well.
Oof, rough. Your man Yuka disconnected right in front of me, which is a real pity.
Like I know, for example, AC's damage is way too basic, but this is a bit discouraging.
Yeah, you see on SRS though with AC, they set the damage to 70% as well.
Wow.
To help minimize it.
On the grass.
If I want clean races, I'm also welcome to send you a PV on SRS. Yeah, sure. I might actually. Now, no guarantees I can make it because of football and that. And just, I'm busy with so much. I do a lot of sim racing and other stuff, so I don't know if I have time to add another one. But I might send you a PM, alright, and just attend maybe the next one or something, just to say hello, and then maybe come and go if I have time, if that's alright. Sergio getting away from me. I can tell there, I didn't have time to look. Ooh, come on, turn it. Oh, he's getting way a ways. My god, I'm gonna have to figure out something for next week's race if he's doing it.
This reminds me of the Jacarepagua race. This is just 20 minutes.
So I'm guessing you have AMS2, Lars. Obviously, if you were thinking of doing this, what do you make of it? 'Cause I've been driving it a lot this year. Oh, Yuka's back. But you won't be able to race, it's not like AC, you can only spectate when you're late. But I like it a lot. AMS2. Now that's partly maybe because of communities I got involved with. At basically the start of this year, quite a few of them like AMS2 a lot, and it kind of infected in on me, and I started just doing community races that were fun. But I like some of its unique content. I love the weather and the time of day stuff in it. I know AC has mods, but you have to install mods to get that stuff working. So we can't use it on SRS because he wants to keep it more accessible there. It's partly why I chose for this series to use real weather, because why not have something that makes this series unique?
No.
I may have caught up to Sergio a bit. He might be going easy. Such a pity not more people joined the online races AMS2. Yeah, it's a real pity. Look, I'm going to do them each week, even if I'm the only one here. You know, if you wanted to start, you have to make the effort, I suppose. I remember back when when SRS first started them, and there was like Donks Championship with the BMW Pro car. There was pretty good attendance for that. Now a lot of that came from us at Mooney's Discord, but there was quite a number of people who weren't from his Discord who did those races too. But then the championships after that kind of got less attendances. But with this 1.2 patch, like, I think AMS2 is really good. Hello Nicholas, how are you? Hope you're good. Darn. Emo's still right behind me. Hello Matteo, how are ya? Just near the end of this, the first race, the sprint race, or the sprint race car on AMS2. Everybody's watching, yeah. Everybody should be racing though. AMS2 needs the numbers. Don't watch the stream, race AMS2 instead with us. Oh, are you trying to F1 race? Yeah, I saw your time on the, or saw your name that you had been on the Slowbro server, so I was wondering if you were going to do the F1 race this week. Oh no, I've gone deep. Because I remember you did the championship last year. Oh, was that the end? I remember you did the championship last year and you were pretty quick. We should have joined. Yeah, well, you know. There's always next week. There's always next week, innit? The evening time's a bit awkward on weekends. Well,
That was okay. Lost concentration a bit. With about 7 or 8 minutes to go and started dropping quite a few seconds, but other than that I was within 6 or 7 seconds for the first half.
I enjoyed it. Sergio dominated it.
I just got lapped by the entire field.
Oh, did you only do 1.5 races last year? Yeah, you see, I only got to do 3 of them, and I missed
If
3
it
of them
wasn't
because
for
of football, I think it
putting
was.
the car into the wall 2 times, only if it just was
8
a
seconds
slight
ahead of
contact.
me. So yeah, don't leave even now. All right, make sure you
Yeah,
stay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait for it to all. You'll see like, and it'll be in the very top right for you because you're on triples as well. It'll be on the right screen. It'll say like multiplayer session ended, or you've been disconnected or something.
Yeah.
I think technically, because Henrique was the host, I think technically he can actually end it. But it doesn't really matter. It's only like a 2 or 3 minute wait.
So how was your race, guys?
Mine was pretty good. I was in it.
on my own.
I was in a good battle, but then Yuka disconnected, unfortunately. Yeah, well done, Sergio. You weren't lucky, man. You just
The crew chief said 4th at one point, and I'm slightly confused.
you dominated
Getting
qualifying.
disconnected.
Mine barely said anything about the race. Only when I asked him how was
Oh,
my
is
car.
that why the car was so... I actually ended up using your setup, and in qualifying on, I think my last fast lap, I
So
was really
technically,
pushing and
because
I
I
lost
did
it
the
at
one-two
this
times
section
race
where I
when
am
it
now,
was
that
in
kind of,
points.
the left into that right. I lost it, the back went at me.
I think so.
Would this car not... Would aero not be good on this car? Like, I mean, or on this track? It's a lot of turns, there's not many straights. And they're not overly slow at the turns. Maybe I should have stuck with default. Maybe your setup was sabotage. Yeah, the fast corners were a bit risky, yeah. But I won't argue with the man who's at the top of the leaderboards in the time trial mode. I wish you could, it should allow you to be able to chat in this, you know,
Yeah. I suppose, yeah.
here
that's
in
great.
the thing, so you can talk to the other people after the race now. I suppose most people, like, most online lobbies, people can leave straight away. You know, it's kind of SRS specific that we have to stay, but...
Yeah, but in ACC you just chat right
Yeah.
through until it's gone.
Yeah.
I feel like many of the simulators out there, even if you do multiplayer, it feels very
The boss was on the track. We needed to behave. Yeah.
Can you see in the pits to the right? My pit crew are all just sort of bundled together, waiting for action. I wonder if I can get a screenshot.
Oh, I can barely see them on my right screen. Alright, I've gotten
Alright.
the message anyway that I've been disconnected.
Yeah, me too.
So how hard is the race for the, like with the classic F1 cars?
Sorry, can you say that again, LPF?
How hard is the race with the F1 cars that's coming up on AC?
Oh, very, very.
I'm just gonna
Like-
watch it then.
Yeah, and the track is a tough one. Like, and I'm not saying that to try and say, oh, I don't want you there. I'm literally saying, like, it is tough. Like, if you found that tough, like the 70s F1 is on another level.
I mean, I was doing somewhat okay. I'm just way too I'm way too, how to put it. I don't know
Yeah, there
what
is
to expect from the simulator because I haven't spent much time in it. So all of the cars feel a bit weird for me.
There is voice chat on SRS, but I have
AMS2.
been in Mooney's server and 1 or 2 of the guys were in there. But I might actually say we could go into the SRS voice chat next time. And if you're racing and if you want to be in the voice chat,
No, actually,
we
I
could
got
all be
0
there.
accident
Yeah,
points.
yeah, we might do that next time, Lars, and I might suggest it to the other
That's
guys. We might Michael crashed Enrique once. Oh my god. What a bad boy.
That's so weird.
Oh, hey, Timo. Yeah, nice battle, Timo. I was expecting you to be dominant like you were back when we did the Race Room Moonies series. Back then with the DTM cars, so I was surprised I could keep up with you. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm gonna head because I have to get ready for my other race. But that was fun.
I'm going to log off. I'll join you on YouTube, Donny.
Just before you go, if you are doing next week's race, one or two of them are saying that it'd be nice if we go in the SRS Discord voice chat for next week for the SRS one. If you're doing the SRS race, because one or two of them are saying might be good, just for all the SRS members to be there, if you want. Like,
I'll do it. Actually, I may not be able to do next week. Well, I'll see. Yeah, but I'll definitely. I didn't even.
Yeah, if you're around, like, anyway.
Yeah, well, I've got something pretty major on the Sunday, so I'm not sure if I'll do the VR on the Saturday night.
All right. Yeah.
But,
all right.
Yeah, but that's yeah. All right, I'll see you on YouTube in a minute.
All right. See you guys.
Me too.
All right. Cheers. Bye.
Bye bye.
Does it affect ping? Are you talking about voice chat? I have no idea. I think my streaming affects ping. Although this I'm connected to, I think the Slowbro servers on an American one. Yeah, AMS2 is limited. Oh, you need some practice. Oh no. Oh, I'm sure if you practice now, you'll be way ahead of Sergio. I doubt the voice chat would affect ping too much. If you're trying to stream, because you can cast yourself on Discord as well, although only one person can cast at a time. I would imagine that would slow your internet up a bit, but your voice chat wouldn't. Did I miss anything? Yeah, well done Sergio again. Yeah, and thanks for racing. Yeah, it's a really fun car. Alright. Need to get in. How much? 5 minutes practice? Oh. Good start. I need to... Oh, wrong way. My AC force feedback is so much lighter than my AMS2 one, so I need to actually turn up the default force feedback I have in in AC. I think. No, I'll turn it back down. I'll get used to it in a few minutes. Oh crap! Yeah. Oops! I forgot to change the EXE. We can do an ASMR stream again, Donk. Would you like that? Let me switch the game capture to... Come on, load up. That should be showing now. Let's fix that up. There we go. That should be all working out. Sorry about that. I might make separate or figure out how to get it more streamlined. Follow Michael's way or me up. Oh jeez, the chat has gone so quick. I need to teleport back to pits. Took advantage of our fights, maybe at the start. But your qualifying was very quick. My qualifying was poor. I kind of messed it up. Black screen, black hole, nope, all black, spooky, ASMR, yeah. Should we expect a crash festival like the last weekend? I don't know. Last week at Calabogie, it wasn't too bad. but it's a very long lap, so it was hard to find back markers. Oh, you were watching on an Xbox, but you switched to PC as you thought your console couldn't run your 2K stream. You tried 5 to 6 laps, no way you could stay on for track for 20 minutes. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice to get used to these cars initially. But even at this track I'm struggling, like I actually haven't done a proper long session. I don't think I've done more than 4 laps in a row without spinning. So I'm gonna have to pace myself. I have been talking with Michał Rings, and I've kind of upped the engine limiter as he recommended to 102, which means my engine can actually get damaged as I drive now if I don't do my gear shifts properly, like this. So let's see if I can keep the engine from exploding. So that'll be a new challenge. Oh, I've already... Rob. Oh, he's gone. I don't eat. I figured if you can do flat screen, I'll give it a try. Alright. Oh, I thought I used VR. Yeah, Rob Russo, he had said in the... I think it was the SRS Discord. I don't think it was in the forums, but he said... he said his VR headset had just broke, and that he didn't think he'd be able to race, but it looks like he's going to try flat screen. Finally, the true hate Ferrari experience, the engine can blow off. Yep, that is true. LPF, very true. Let's switch to desktop. You box. There we go. So 17 drivers, a lot. There's more than last week. I think we had only like 11 last week. But where's Michał Rings? Is he not here? Oh no. Michał Rings is like numero uno fastest guy in these cars. And then Michał Janek. It seems if your name is Michał and you're from the Czech Republic, you're instantly quick with these cars. Your comment there has cracked me up, LPF. So, get a drink of water. So, the last 3 weeks I was used to having at least 30 minutes beforehand of direct practice, but now because I was doing the sprint race car AMS2 race, I have no warm-up. Yeah, I've Clay Reganazzi's car, because the reason why I picked 11 was I didn't want to pick the first one because I figured out some people would pick the first one, and I clicked the number next to it, which was 11. And then it was like after the first week I realized, oh, that's the other guy who was your man in Rush, Lotus teammate. So yeah, I'm in Clay's car. I should really make his skin. One of the guys in Mooney's Discord, a guy called Raptor NL, gave me a little tutorial. Gave me a little tutorial, but then it's about making time to make a skin. And I've already forgotten half of what he said, so I do know Rob Russo made a really detailed thing in the forums, and Or no, it wasn't Rob Russo, it was Russell Sobey. And James Tumulty has a long YouTube stream of him making a skin. Oh, was he really one of the dirtiest drivers? I've literally no knowledge of him apart from just whatever he's done in the Rush movie. So I did not know he was filthy. Well, it's a good thing I pick him, so. Alright, let's switch the OBS thing again to the actual game. So the chat window looks better. Well, no, it'll look the same to you actually. But yeah. Alright. That looks good for me. Hello? Just double check OBS to make sure it looks good, yeah. And the Chrome tab with the YouTube, yeah, I can see me in the pits. Perfect. Alright. AC. He would slam the door, wave on the straight. Really? Oh, wow. I would like to think I'm not like that. But maybe if I use the skin, people might think I am that type of driver and get intimidated. And keep out of my way, so. So I have the looks of a dirty driver, but I don't act like one, so people get out of my way and then I don't have crashes and all is good. Oh yeah, I can't leave my... I'm used to leaving my foot on the accelerator planted when shifting up and just hitting the clutch. And when the engine limiter is at 100, that's fine. But once the engine limiter is at higher than 100, like 102, where it can get damaged, I can't do that. Oh, why is my game so choppy right now? So those small stutters were on my end, they weren't the stream, they were the actual game, but seems okay now. Yeah, and in a time when it was less dangerous but very likeable guy nonetheless. I liked it. Lovely guy, filthy driver, but lovely guy. Had a fatal accident in a van at the end. Ah, that's a pity, jeez. Oh, I added a new app there, the pit board, although I need to figure out how to get rid of that AC logo thing in it, because it doesn't look good with the classic skin. But I thought it kind of suits this. How does it feel to switch from AMS2 to AC? Force feedback slightly different. I turned the strength up a little bit, because I actually used to use AC really light on force feedback. He's gone. It's different, but like, because I drive both so much at the moment now, I'm used to it. I can switch, because like my dirt rally force feedback as well feels nothing like this. So I'm kind of just used to driving stuff that it doesn't always feel consistent. I just get used to what it feels like for this game, so then I react accordingly. You're watching way too many cars in the sand. Yeah, I get used to it. At least at Bridgehampton, when they're in the sand, they're really slow. At Watkins Glen 2 weeks ago, like, they were flying off the from the grass onto the track. I don't think that's... Come on. Oh, that's such a tricky set of corners. I don't think that's as possible this time. Oh, I forgot. Knew something was wrong. I turned off my virtual mirror. recently for... What was I doing? I was wondering why I was looking at my side mirrors to see. Normally I'd like to use my side mirrors, but it just gets awkward sometimes with the triples, and I don't want to crash into someone when I'm racing online. So I'd rather just use the virtual mirror, even if it's less immersion. I'm less likely to crash when we're in someone's race, so... I turn it off when I race against AI, so that must have been what I did. There we go. Alright. Settings, fuel, let's go down a bunch. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Oh no, he was quick. Who's that? Petter. I don't know if Petter's good. Colin behind me is good, so I don't mind if he overtakes me. See, normally I like to actually wait in the pit for about 30 seconds and let everyone go by. But for some reason, I just decided, no, I'll go out straight away if I can. Matteo and Rob behind as well, so they're quick. So if there's an issue... Just want to give a little breathing room, so just on the chance that I might catch up or load, so we don't interfere with each other's lap. I don't really care about slipstreaming. Alright, let's go. First pressure lap. Come on. Gotta lift. Oh yeah, I forgot. Track grip isn't as high. At the start of qualifying I could feel it there. Hello, Cheese. Thanks for racing in that AMS2 event. It was fun to have you there. I got caught up. Gonna get something to drink. Wishing luck. Thank you, LPF. Oh, what the? He had snap oversteer anyway. He just... I don't know how I saved that. I'm gonna try and get out of Matteo's way though, because this isn't a good lap for me. This is awkward now. I maybe should have gone on the grass more. Alright, let's try and get one lap in, go back to the pits. See, this is why I normally wait in the pit for 40 seconds. I have that option, like if that first lap goes bad, I can like reset myself. And I don't have someone directly behind me. And you can't set your best time on the first lap anyway, with the grip being low. Oh, the bumps. Oh, that tire. I hope my pit box is better placed than yours at Lords. Well, there's no pit stops here, Sergio. So I won't miss my pit box, because I won't need to pit. Unless something goes drastically wrong in this race, which it could. Maybe I will need to pit. This is not a good time. Let's see. I should be able to get in the hopefully I should be in the 124s at least. I should be able to get in 123s really. Alright, let's go back to the pits. Leave at 14. Fresh tires for a fresh start. Ooh, this is sketch. Alright, good bit of breathing room. Matteo directly behind me. He could actually catch up to me on his lap, so I hope he gives himself breathing room, because he is so bloody quick. And he's so good in so many different cars. And he's not even 18 yet. He makes me feel old, like, and I'm not that. I'm like 27, so I'm not quite old yet. Although, it does kind of freak me out when I realise I'm nearly 10 years out of school. Like, excluding college, university and that. Alright, where am I? P6. Oh yeah, I can feel the grip there much more. Way more bite. I can't do it flat out though. I'm sure I probably could have made a change to the setup that could be flat out, but it's... I did used to use higher wing on the car, but I found it was too slow on the straight. And it was so hard to do that part flat out anyway. Like, you'd want to have huge balls basically. So I wouldn't be risking it anyway, so I might as well just get the higher speed on the straight and be a little bit more conservative in the corners. That worked out so well. Thanks, Colin. He's flown. He's in second at the moment. He came, he was in the race that I did at Silverstone and I out-qualified him. I think I was third, he was fourth, but he overtook me straight away and I couldn't get anywhere near him then. So I'm on to third, nice. Another car gone into the sand. That first right-hand turn, like, or more than one turn.
Skins unavailable. Carry on.
Oh, I don't think I've ever had that. But it's so tough, those first few right-hand turns. They're so satisfying when you get it right, like. Thank you, Sergio. Yeah, I was happy with that one. 123.5. I think I've gone a little bit better before, but not by much, so. If that's going to be my best one, I'm very happy with it. I think I had done this section slow on it though. I had messed up my gearing. Keep it straight. No. It's so easy. I was over pushing there now. I wouldn't have done that in a race. I'll let him go by first. Alright. Time for one more. And I didn't get any damage there, so should be okay. Hopefully. Down to 4th. Matteo setting the time. Who's in first? Rico Harris is in first? What? I was not expecting that. I thought it'd be Michał Janek. I lost too much time there at the start. Fiddling with the hood. Turn. Yeah. And losing a load of time. Ah well. I think... See, it's quicker staying in 4th in that section, but it does do a little engine damage, which is scaring me what it could do in the race. Maybe I should just keep it. Yeah, look. Oh, wow. Saved so much time there. Holy crap. Maybe the track is gripped up even more as well. Not quite a 122, but... Matteo's hit a 123 flat, wow. Look at that, 123.00 for Matteo. Oh, and I just pipped Colin, look at that as well. He hit out 123, 140. I was out 117. Woo! What a qualifying. Jeez, what a qualifying session. Oh, this is... This has me worried now for the race. Actually, I'm going to go up into 16. GL. Okay, let's keep focused for the start. Because I'm nervous about this now. A couple of guys at very similar pace start this race. I don't want to be the guy who wrecks it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, thanks LPF, just in time. Ooh. Rico got a bad start and I had to avoid him there. Colin wins out big time, so does Matteo. Ooh, I've gone deep. Oh, I broke a bit late there. Thanks, Sergio. This one will actually be just knowing the limits for 20 minutes. Because you saw in qualifying there, as soon as I really began to push, it was very easy to make a mistake. Yeah, crazy start. Absolutely crazy. Hey Andrea, how are you? Thanks for the wishes. Hope you're doing well. Let's go. Do it like it. Matteo has the speed on me. Look at that. Woo. I'm just gonna let him go by. There's no point even risking side by side here. That is just asking for a crash. So I suppose I'm not doing it like Clay. Clay would be disappointed in me. He would demand I change my skin. Alright, let's go. Oh, no. Oh, I overpushed it there. I thought I was gone again. That was... I tell you what, I wonder if it's since I've upgraded to the V3 pedals that I could modulate my braking more easily there. Because I was just able to lift enough. You could see me snap there just slightly, but I caught it like very quickly. I thought I was dead there for a sec. Jeez, Rico is flying. He had out-qualified me at Watkins Glen though, but he got into trouble on lap 1. And that ruined his race because I ended up lapping him, so... He is quick in these cars. First you have to grow a mustache like Clay. Unfortunately, I grow terrible facial hair. I did shave today. Because I had a bit of scraggly stuff going on after a few days without shaving, but I don't think I could ever muster up a fine tash like him. Top 3 are starting to get away from me. I may be in trouble if I want to get a podium. Matteo's hit the fastest lap. Let's turn in. Oh, car rumbles so much then. When touching that cracked pavement at the side. This track is just, it's so good with these cars. Oh, nice. Okay. Nice and down. I don't think my line was great there. I didn't go wide enough. And I have to lift too much then when I've cut on the exit. So I don't get the exit like they did. Alright. Anyhow, Yannick 1.5 behind. And then it's a big gap after that. Big lift. Ooh, Matteo. Taking risks there. Put your wheel in that sand at all, and it slows the car right down and just turns it in. Looks like they're holding each other up first and second, Colin and Rico. Rico looks to be taking a few defensive lines. Just not overly defensive, but just enough. Colin, he's poking his nose out. And Michał has caught up a little bit to me there. Pretty tense. Same. Keep it in. I have no idea what that'll be like as tires get old. I didn't drive long enough to test, so I'm gonna have to be smart as it goes along and take less risks. Although maybe with the fuel getting lower that might negate it. Oh, there's the first of the back markers. This is where the fun begins. If it wasn't fun enough already. I see him in the distance. So a lot of the skill here is just knowing how to navigate them. Alright, he's moved out of the way. Thank you, John. Because sometimes they're not so pleasant, but he's moved perfectly out of the way there, so I have no issues with that. Oh, they're getting a train together. They're really on top of each other there. I'm just slightly out of it. Big lift. Ooh. And I'm right back in though. Ooh, I've gone a bit deep. It's okay. I'm just terrified of taking out Matteo. Whew, I am sweating. This is amazing though. I'm loving this. Come on. A bit wide. That's the little grip. Come on, keeping the slipstream. Oh, I've got too much speed. I've lost. Terrible exit. Yannick's gonna get me. He's gonna get me. Is he gonna go for it? No. Whew. He just was not close enough beside me to try and force that. And he's an ultra clean driver, so I kind of used that to my advantage there. Ooh, Matteo! By taking an ultra conservative line. I'm sure I wasn't going to back out. Was not going to let him see my inside at all, like. You'd have to go around the outside. I think that's what's cool about SRS, like while there's, for the AC stuff anyway, maybe not AMS2, while there's like a good amount of drivers there, so you often see new faces, it's small enough that you see the regulars there, and you get to know people pretty. If you race there often or in the same series like once a week, like the one-off things, you get to know the other drivers and you get to know their characteristics and stuff. And it makes it a bit more personable. Like, I've never been on iRacing or something, but I imagine it's like, it's often, most of the time, you don't know who you're racing against. And for me, like, SRS isn't that quite in that, on the AC side of things anyway, in that happy medium of having a decent number of players but not being too big, that it becomes a toxic mess where everyone's mean to each other because no one knows each other and they don't care about each other. You get nervous just only watching. You get more nervous only watching because you're not in control. Ooh, I've really pushed that exit there. I don't think I could take much more. Rico and Colin have been... Oh no! What's happened? I was just about to say they've been on top of each other this whole time and lapping so well. Oh no! Oh, Matteo, he's in the lead. Could have been me if I hadn't messed up in that early lap and let Matteo by. He's nervous, you could see him step out there. No pressure, Matteo. I hope you can hear me. He probably can't. Oh, don't. Okay, good. Yeah, they're on top of the hill, they just went flying up. They got into each other, and once they did, there's no braking. And you're just gone in these cars at that speed. Like, that's a very high speed corner. Oh, I've gone deep. No! No! Why am I talking? Like a fool. I shouldn't have been laughing at Matteo. I should have been focused. Go get him, Tony. The time is now. Well. Womp, womp, womp. As soon as there was a chance to get a win, I choke. Alright. It's time to catch up. And not let Colin catch up. Because I reckon he had the quickest pace nearly. Oh. No! No! It's all going wrong. It's all going wrong. Oh, the chokes. What was it? Yellow flags breed yellow flags, mistakes breed mistakes. Oh, I've been sucked back in. Now I'm under pressure to hold the podium. I thought the podium was in the bag. Focus now, come on. I can actually feel the sweat dripping down my forehead. As soon as oh, maybe that's why I started crashing right there. Thanks for jinxing me, bye. Nah, I'm only messing. Good to see you, man. Is it a tire problem? No, it's a driver problem, Andrea. They were my mistakes. I didn't brake that second one. The first one I just didn't brake enough, and then this one I got my line completely wrong. I turned in too early, and like there's those set of right-hand turns there. There's not a lot of playroom if you get it wrong. It may look easy, but you're at full speed, and on the throttle a little too early there. So, a nice inside line, don't let him inside me. Alright, should be safe. No, they were all driver mistakes, wasn't tyre wear or anything. That would have happened on fresh tyres. Pure driver mistakes. Got my braking wrong at this corner as well, and didn't go down a gear, so I didn't get any engine braking. I was too distracted. I got my pedals all wrong. It's clear time to get the champagne. Oh no, I'm gonna have to lift. Let's try and get a good exit. Nah, he's gone. Oh, come on, I want the podium. Hey, looks like it's going okay. You missed a bit of a choke job, James. I was up in second. Right, only a second behind Matteo. And I threw it away. Just went off track twice. Oh, he's hit the sand. See what I mean? That sand is deadly. It slows you down. It's early brake, early brake, early brake. He'll yield, he'll yield. Give him room. Give him room. Oh, he's still there, damn. Oh, we made it stick, yes! Alright, let's not choke this time. Come on. Oh, come on, come on, come on. He's making me take really defensive lines, so my exit's going to be so poor. Yeah, there we go. Shut that door. Oh, he's gonna do it again. Oh, he's got the slipstream. Nice, only 2 laps to go. The racing line is mine, yeah. Oh, he's backed out too. I was just backing out myself. The drama. Defensive line, defensive line. Wide. Take the inside line here. Don't go out wide. Like, I can't. I'm not able to drive on the racing line at all. Don't touch. Maybe here, because it's too difficult to overtake here. But I'm just slowing myself down constantly, and I'm sure that's what Rico and Colin were doing at the start, and that's why we were keeping up with them until they crashed. Yeah, I definitely need a shower after this. I'm sweating as much as I would in a football match. Like, look, I lost 2 seconds there, like, just because of our battle, like. Don't forget to like, guys, this is epic. It's alright. Great sound effects. A second dinner as well. Takes 2 to tango to make a great race, so big shout outs to Colin for making this an epic battle at the end. I've been good to my engine. Right foot braking. Normally I left foot brake there because I'm not changing gears. But I got my feet mixed up. Oh, keep it tight. Big lifts, nothing stupid. He has to get a real big push if he wanted to beat me there. What is this track? It's a Bridgehampton Raptor. I threw a link to it in the description. Don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Alright, let's go back. Let's go off here. You're moving the foot to push the brake. Yeah, no, it's if I'm not changing gear, I'll try and use left foot braking. I love how this is Matteo's first race. He hasn't done any of the weeks and he wins this one. Podium, yeah. Thanks, James. Thanks, Sergio. Thanks, Andrea. Thanks, LPF. Yeah, we could do this in a Centacular, alright? Yeah, the MX-5s here would be class, yeah. Everything would be easier with a mustache. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Whew. Oh, Rico says his braking was earlier than the other laps. Yeah, MX-5, yeah, you know, we haven't done an MX-5 Centacular in a while. I think we've missed the last few end of the month, so maybe a July end of the month Centacular. Although, switch to desktop for a sec. I actually might miss that one because I think I might be doing an endurance race that day. But yeah, Bridgehampton there, Raptor. It's an awesome track. Hey Matteo, well done, man. You are insane. Let's see you, Andrea. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, I'm wrecked from that one. I actually feel my upper body's a bit sore. I love how this is your first race in the series and you win it. But don't do it in the next 3 weeks since you are gone. Oh, are you going? Alright. But yeah, it's definitely one to remember. Or maybe set it as a hot lap challenge or something. Was it you who bogged down at the start, Matteo? Oh, might have been you because you don't have the clutch pedal. If I had my head, I wasn't in that race yesterday. Michał Rings won it easy. Oh, he won it really easily, Jesus. You were in first with the clutch, but when you left it, the car was stuck in neutral. Oh. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Huh. Is the stream buffering for any of you guys? Because I got a message saying that it mightn't be. It seems I was getting them periodically, so maybe it's okay. Maybe it was just for a moment. Oh, you've the clutch assigned to a button on the wheel. I forgot that. Yeah. So you had qualified in pole, had you? I actually didn't see who had qualified in pole properly. Fine, it says that sometimes. Yeah, that's okay. No problem. Alright, yeah. Michał Janek with a very fast 122.9. I don't know, I'm going to switch to the Chrome tab because for some reason you can see my text on my SRS here. It's not the best. I don't know what happened to it. I noticed it a while back. Let's see if maybe hitting back home I fix it. No, it's still a bit busted, so I'll switch to a Chrome tab so it looks a bit cleaner. It's been fine for you, Laz. Yeah, alright. For me, it was gone for a moment and now low res. Alright. Are you able to go back to the higher res though? It says my stream health is excellent again. So it might have been just a little blip in my connection for a second. Stand-ins. Oh, I can check out the AMS2 one. Ooh, look, Sergio dominating it. It's a pity Yuka should be second. Absolutely dominated that race. If any of you like AMS2, definitely try to do the AMS2 race next week. We need numbers, guys. We need them. It's a really fun car to drive. Anyone who did it actually really enjoyed it. So let's look at that again. I should have been right up there. Should have been right between these two. Such a pity. Those 2 laps there just absolutely killed me. Like, I was lapping so good, and then my times kind of fell because of that. But that's also because I was battling Colin so hard. Virgilio, Rico, yeah. It's a pity for Rico. He was flying. It was Rico who qualified first, I think. Oh no, it was Matteo. Rob Russo. Max Speed. Nice and clean. Danny. Did I spin? No, so we can see it in the replay if you want. I went deep into corners. I just went off track, so I didn't spin, but once you hit the sand, you kind of just lose a lot of time. It took me a few seconds to get back on track, Yeah, you were on pole, yeah. But you dropped all the way down to 4th. And then you got some run on me between lap 2 and 3, or between the end of after lap 1? Oh yeah, so on the 2nd lap. You got some run on me coming out of that final corner. Just overtook me easy. Maybe I was running too much wing, because Miho and Colin had decent runs on me. Let's look at the championship. I should be in good position to be keeping that 3rd place. Hey, look at that. Very consistent. 92, 95. So we have a 4th, 3rd, 4th, 3rd. Maybe next week I'll be 4th. Maybe Yves Loero. Honestly, don't remember how your setup was. Yeah, I ended up, I used the one Simon Meisinger put on, on the forums, but I think I lowered the wing by, at the front and rear by either 1 or 2 clicks. And look at this, most importantly, 0 incidents. 4 races, 14 summit positions. You got to love it, like, way ahead of everyone else. You have to go down to Matteo, who's only done 1 race, so that doesn't count. I love how Matteo's in the top 20, although most people it's only 1 race from then on. It's like you have the dedicated people, and then you people who are like, oh, I'll do this once and then never again. Especially the first week. So many people the first week, they were like, oh, I'll do this, we'll see what it's like. Oh, this is terrible, never again. But you do get your dedicated hardcore group. Colin missed a which was unfortunate. I'll throw up the old replay there so we can take a look. Where are you? Media. I'll switch it to AC again. The Gamecast. On OBS. Should be showing the game. It's loading. It's loading. It's loaded. Alright. Let me switch. Showing names. So yeah, we have Matteo, Rico Haas. So that was the 1 and 2, and I was calling there. See you, Nicholas. Thanks for watching. Oh, if it wasn't for the first and last week, you'd done it completely. Or were you away for the first and last week, Matteo? We'll see you, James. Thanks for tuning in. You're off to find rum. I might need a bunch of it. I definitely need a beer after that to kind of calm myself down. Jeez. I'm still... the adrenaline's still pumping in me. So yeah, oh... Just... Like, I'm just there, like... And I know... With my engine mapping, I think it gives me a slightly better start. Oh, just react in time, like. Oh, you were away every evening. Ah, that's a pity. Yeah. The last one you'll be on holidays. Ah, okay. I'm sure do next. Is next week the? This was week 4, so do next week anyway. If you can, that is. Yeah, you just... What happened here now? Yeah. I didn't use enough of the track and you just gotta... So you were able to take way more speed into that turn. That was it. It was just you took that turn way better than me. And you're side by side with me. You're even like slightly ahead. And I back out like... There's no way I was going to go side by side into here. I definitely had to yield. You were getting away from me a bit. And then some corners I could catch up. You used DRS. You kicked the rear wing down. And these cars are so small, like, compared to the real F1, like. So tiny. I love them. I used them to be too wild on their look with the high chimney box, but I've grown to really love them. Like, I love how they look. And I absolutely love driving them. So much fun. Yeah, here you're kind of getting away from me. There's like a bit of a gap. There was like just over a second between, or I think we were a second between us, and it was a second between Michał Janek. And you're holding each other up, which helped me get back involved then. Wow. Yeah, hi Michał, how are you? Well done in the race, man. You absolutely deserve that second. No mistakes as per usual with you, and you just get rewarded for it. I made 2 errors, unfortunately. Just went deep once and cut in early another time. You saw when I went deep, because you just went by me. But yeah, that was an epic race, I thought. I was just on the limit for a lot of it, like from my skill level. Oh yeah, last time here, I mean, you went really deep here, there, Matteo. I thought you were gone for a second. Like that. Oh, you went so deep there. You definitely overshot that. Like I thought you were into the sand there for a second. I thought I was getting into third nice and easy there. Just about kept it in and got the car rotated quick enough. Then he got away from me again, but I think, did I take these corners well? No, it might have been the next lap. I remember after one of them, you blocked a bit of your, or you locked a bit of your front tires. Yeah, that's well, not surprised. It was very easy to lock up there. I ended up with the early brake, and here we go. Was it control? No, Is it Alt? No. F3? Control F3? No. Turn on NVIDIA filter. Whoops. And now my mouse is always in that. Okay. How do I go to the next car again? The immediate next car in front of me? Is it Alt F3? Or F1? No. No, so that's photo mode in NVIDIA for some reason. Control F3, Control F1, Control 3, Control 1, 2, 3. I can't remember. Oh, is that why? Control numpad. Oh, it's the numpad. There we go. Okay. Oh, is that why you were so off on the qualifying? I was wondering, Miho. Oh. Yeah, I was pressing the numbers on the top of my keyboard. Matteo, I wasn't pressing my keypad. But we can see what happened here. Oh, okay, Rico, because Rico mentioned at the end, he said he broke a bit early. So earlier than what he must have done on previous laps. And Colin just wasn't expecting it. So they were driving so close to each other for so long. Yeah, he's definitely broken a bit early. Can I get my race app up? Where are the pedals? Get you up there. Control L is names. I know that one. And he had even lifted. Yes. Go to Rico. He's on full brake before the or he's not necessarily full because AC, when you see other people's things, it only shows braking as 0 or 100%. But for me, like, I normally I'm full throttle here, slight lift here just before the peak, and once I get over, or the crest, once I get over it, I press the brake. But he's on the brake, looks like he's on the brake before he gets to the crest, which is really early. Yeah, he's on it really early. And Colin's just too close behind that. It's going to end in murder. Which kind of is part of the reason I wasn't following, or I was scared when I was following so closely. So that was unfortunate. So the next lap. Oh yeah. So it must have been this lap. Were you close to me, Mio? Was it this lap you were close? Which lap was it you were close? Or maybe it was way earlier. Yeah, but this is what happened to me, Matteo. I got my braking wrong. Let's see if I pause for a sec. Switch to the HUD I normally use. Oh, it's not going to show the gearing. Can I get it to show with the other app? Yeah, okay. So I'm in 4th gear here. Normally I brake and go down to 3rd, but I think I was seeing something in the chat, or I had distracted myself and I wasn't fully focused. And I didn't brake enough. And then when I went down to 3rd too late, normally I go down earlier for a bit of engine braking and to be able to turn and hit the throttle, and I just got it all wrong there. And then, so yeah, that's where I lost my podium. And then I nearly did another bottle job immediately, about 30 seconds later, when I turned in too early here. Just turned in too early, got my line wrong, and luckily I was able to come out still ahead of Colin. And then I had a pretty epic battle with him. he was on my tail the whole time. It's pretty epic, like. Look at this. He even got ahead of me at one point. Actually, let me get that stuff out of the way. Get you out of the way too. Nice clean hood. Yeah, we had an absolutely epic battle. I was here. Let's go control one. There we go. But yeah, Colin had a way better run than me. He was just ahead of me. Ooh. Go back. Me. So I was like, because he was running so much quicker than me. I was wondering would I get him or not. I figured he probably had a bit of aero damage, so I wasn't sure, you know, maybe I could keep up or not. We were all at a similar pace anyway. And then, was it this lap? Yeah, he just goes wide here, touches the grass, slows him down a lot. And I'm just like, oh, I'm going for it then. But side by side. Both of us giving each other plenty of room. Yeah, I love to see it sometimes. And then when you get to this stage, you can't be side by side. It's far too scary. So he's a good driver, Colin. I like racing with him. And I'm just going really defensive most of the time. Oh yeah, he had a better exit than me than here. And I thought I was toast again. So I just take the inside line. Just hoping we're side by side. And it's funny, I was just about to back out of it. Literally, like I had started lifting. And then, but he had lifted just the moment before me. Or slightly tapped his brake, I think. Because I was just about to let him go and take his line. If he was more aggressive, like he could have. If he had pushed, like he definitely would have taken that, and I would have let him. He made a stunning battle against him at Monza 66 with the full, or with the Monza 66 full with the Lotus 49. Yeah, I wish I should have done those Lotus races. I don't know. I had so much on at the weekends at the time. I should have tried to make myself available for one of them, because man, I would have killed to have done those races in the past. I really should have done them. I regret that one. Especially ones like Monza 66. Hopefully I get the chance to do them in the future. Who knows, maybe with a 50s F1 car. I remember that being running like 2018. No, 2019. I can't remember. Yeah, just managed to hold out at the end. It's an epic race. That was so much fun. Two mistakes, but nothing that meant I would crash too much. Next time you must use qualifying fuel and not race fuel. Yeah. It does make a big difference in these cars, actually. I used to think maybe it was because I wasn't great back in the day. I used to nearly use race fuel because I didn't find any different to qualifying fuel. But that's because my lap times were so erratic. But like I'm at a stage by now, like where, especially with a car like this, I definitely notice a difference between qualifying fuel and race fuel. And normally for me on SRS with qualifying, I'll go out, I'll do 2 or 3 laps and then pit again, and then I'll go. So I only put in fuel enough for like 6 minutes, I think, or 7-minute race. In all races you use for race for qualifying, you show off. To not forget to add fuel before the race. I always reload the setup just before the race. So I don't think I've ever made that mistake. I've made it in a non-SRS thing. I've made that mistake before. But I just want to save that replay. Save? I'll do it afterwards. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's hit the outro thing. Ooh, need to get music. I'll say that every week. I'll say that every week for a few months that I need to get music before I actually do it. But yeah, thanks guys for watching. I had an absolute blast tonight. 2 fun races. If you are interested in doing AMS2 at all, do think about trying out those sprint race car races. They're a lot of fun. I really like that car. And AMS2 it's pretty good, I find. It's a lot of fun, and it uses the series uses real weather as well, so you might get rain, which is a bit novel for SRS. You open the calculator and make the 1200 divided by pole lap in seconds and add 1 or lap 2. Yeah, that's basically what I do. 20 by 60 divided by Michal Ring's time normally. And then add a lap or 2. But yeah, I'll see you next time. I might do a dirt rally stream during the week or whatever, and I should be back next week for more SRS. So yeah, I'll see you guys. Glad you enjoyed it, because I had a blast. So see ya.